Hello, everybody, and welcome into this AFC South show 221. We're going to be previewing Week 8. So buckle in if you're an AFC South fan, and just fucking listen. All right. So if you're a Texans fan, head over to that Real Texas Team podcast. Like, subscribe over there. It's one of our sister channels. With me, as always, my resident co-host Isaiah, who is the third and teal host, also the Glitter Kitty Conquistador. You can find him at onlyjags.com and at Duval's Finest across Twitter. Down at the bottom right, we've got Jeff, a.k.a. Big Steck, co-host of Unstable, co-host of Tag Team Talk, and co-host of Your Mother's Dreams. I'm sorry, I was going to do another one, but it was really bad. Make sure you go like, subscribe over there, support he and Justin, as well as Justin over on Kingmaker. Do the same thing for our main man, Andrew, co-host of Titans Table for Two and talking all things two-tone blue. Like, subscribe, notification bell over yonder. With that being said, one among us does not have a game this week, so I figure before we get into the full Monty, we can just let Isaiah give us whatever he wants to tell us about the Jaguars. I know we've all been seeing some stuff posted about trades and whatnot, so Isaiah, take it away.
They are a football team in the NFL.
Big if true.
Nothing really going on. People are trying to make shit up. BTJ's not getting traded. Trevor Lawrence did not get in a car accident. There's a lot of stuff people are just like pulling out of their ass randomly. When a team when it comes out that a team is they're taking phone calls for a player, but the asking price is extremely high. It means they're probably not actually taking phone calls. Just saying. But yeah, no, there's nothing really going on. Just got a couple guys kind of banged up. Hopefully get them back from injury. But nothing really. A D tackle, a second rider, or like a starting left tackle. That'd be nice. But no, I don't think there's any chance he gets traded. There's really not much going on, honestly. Just Liam Cohen taking some accountability and guys getting ready to play football. And there's not much more to it.
Hello,
All right.
Joe.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all we're really going to hear out of the Jaguars.
That's really it.
You guys got anybody interesting coming off a IR potentially, or
I don't think so.
Somebody who could change the game, so to speak?
Nope. It's just another day in Jacksonville, baby. Ain't nothing going on until a trade happens, or like, there's really nothing excited going on right now. I don't know.
All right.
I think Devin Lloyd should be back maybe after the bye week. Like, nothing crazy.
Super fan Joe, come on.
Mike.
Hello, Joe.
He's our Colt super fan.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Joe.
He's a cool dude. He's the one that got me a bunch of photos and footage from training camp and stuff last season.
Oh, shout out, Joe.
Hey, be nice to Joe.
I love Joe, man. Joe seems like a great guy.
Real salt to the earth, bring your lunch pail to work kind of guy.
Yeah. You got it between the ears.
All right, so let's talk injuries, gentlemen. Obviously, we're all a little banged up at the midway point of the season. You guys play each other, so I don't know who's out.
For the Titans, Jeffrey Simmons is. Go ahead. Fuck it. I'll talk later.
No, go for it. Go for it, man.
No. Whoops.
No,
Titans.
It's good or bad news depending on what team you're looking at that you're a fan of. I mean, if you're a Colts fan, it's a good injury report. There's not a lot. Unfortunately, Jalen Jones, he did practice all week, limited. He is still out, but he has again, brought back on that 21-day window to return. Ibukum is out with a knee, and Tyquan Lewis is questionable, but he did practice all week. So, be nice to have at least Tyquan Lewis if Ibukum's going to be out. But other than that, I mean, it seems like they're pretty healthy with the Titans coming to town. That's kind of bad.
You need it, buddy. You're gonna need it, buddy.
Oh yeah.
For the Titans, talking Jeff Simmons out, Calvin Ridley out, Snead goes to IR, Bryce Oliver out, Blake Hance out, Arden Key questionable, Xavier Woods questionable, coaching staff maybe, who knows. So just riddled with injuries like the Titans do. A lot of key contributors out. Yeah, it's not going to be a good day for us at the office tomorrow. Probably wasn't anyway, but it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, could be quite rough. I mean, that is probably the largest spread for a game in the NFL I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
For the Texans, no Nico Collins.
Out with everybody.
Christian Kirk out with a concussion. We got a guy who's coming off IR. His name is Elijah Huzzy. He's out. We do have another guy who's coming off IR, Jalen Smith, third-round pick. He's returning from IR. He's questionable. And then Danico Autry, who just came back from IR, is questionable. Jesus. Somebody just...
that was an accident. I just spammed it on accident.
That a boy.
Hey, the more comments, the better, baby.
Yeah, I suppose. So yeah, we're down the top two weapons on offense, and not necessarily that Christian Kirk has earned the title weapon here, but that's essentially what we're at right now. I will go first and talk about the Texans San Francisco game. Let the division game wait. So Houston is at home. We're playing in the alternate H-Town Blues. 1.5 point favorite, 42.5 over under. Honestly, this game I feel like could go either way. I mean, I'm going to quickly run down just who's out for the 49ers. Brindell, he's one of their linemen. Both of their edge rushers, Yatir Gross-Matos and Bryce Huff. Ricky Pearsall and Brock Purdy, both out. And then Diamador Lenore is questionable. And then they're already out Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. So, I mean, this is a very depleted San Francisco 49ers defense. That being said, I still think that they'll be able to do whatever the hell they want because Robert Saleh usually gets his defense at least in favorable positions. Now, whether or not they're the same caliber of athlete as the starter is a whole other discussion, but he puts them in the right spots. They will be a disciplined defense to play against. They're not going to be the same kind of slouch defense that the very, very banged up Ravens put out against us. This is an opportunity for the Texans to actually look fucking halfway competent for once this season against a team that is playing good football. If I'm not mistaken, the 49ers are 5-2. Am I wrong? You know, it's weird that a 2-4 team,
despite all the injuries.
Yeah, despite the injuries. I mean, you've got Brock Purdy, who's played in 1 3/4 of a game, and he's 1-1 as a starter technically, and Mac Jones is out here and 4-1 as a starter. Nobody really had that on their bingo card. And the way that he's playing and the receivers he's throwing to, this is a well-coached team, a scheme team.
Did you say receivers? Because
so what receivers is he throwing?
Receivers really aren't getting thrown to that much.
Well, fair enough.
We looked at it yesterday. I think I could be winning games for the 49ers in that offense. McCaffrey is currently number 3 in targets, number 7 in yards, and number 2 in receptions, if I'm not mistaken. They're absolutely loading that man up, and he's carrying them. But,
yeah. Well, that's part of the thing is like they've got no one else to throw to. Kittle missed a while, so it was really just run CMC into the ground essentially. But
Andrew Bourne had a big game for them.
he did
One of
He
those
had a game
games.
with, like, 2
But
touchdowns.
yeah, Pearsall's been out. Ayuk hasn't come back yet. I think Jawan Jennings is finally back this game, but he missed some time.
Yeah, I think he played last week, but he didn't play a lot.
And Kittle played, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't think he had a target.
he had 2 targets, no
Or
reception.
did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So look, I'm not putting a lot of faith in the Texans to just go out here and just play hard-nosed football for 60 minutes. This is going to be a competitive game all the way from the opening whistle to the final whistle. It's just what's going to fucking happen. The Texans defense is going to keep them in the game. This is all about what the offensive line and CJ Stroud can put together. And if the coaching staff can get the fuck out of its own way. I mean, Jeff, how many offensive linemen have been demoted and then promoted and then demoted and then promoted again on the Colts offensive line?
Not very many. It's been pretty consistent.
Yeah. Isaiah, I'm not going to speak for you. I don't know. Has that happened much for you?
Like guys that like get promoted, then just like taken off, then put back on, then taken off, then put back on. No.
Yeah, like if Ezra Cleveland, I don't know if he's playing well or bad this year, but if one game he starts, the next game he's a backup, the next game he's starting again.
Yeah, we haven't had that.
Okay. Andrew, I know that you guys have had a slew of injuries at the offensive line. Is that something you guys been doing?
We had some tackles that moved around while Latham was out, but like nothing compared to like last year.
Yeah.
And we were swapping right tackles in the middle game, even when they weren't injured.
We have a 50% rotation at left guard.
Oh yeah.
Like Laken Tomlinson started the game against the Seahawks, and Ernest Jones is literally looking at him like, I know what they're doing because you're dumbass. Literally, Laken Tomlinson stands a certain way on certain types of plays. So if it's a run, he stands a certain way, and it's a tell. Ernest Jones just fucking nailed it. Brandon was talking about this earlier on the Texans pod. What, big white dudes?
What are you trying to say, bro?
Which one am I? Which one am I?
Tortellini. Come on now.
Big meaty men bumping meat.
Yeah. Bunch of meat bumping dudes.
Hey. Or just a bunch of corn-fed boys. Look, I don't really think that this is going to be, a Ravens situation. I think this will be a hard-fought game, and Stroud's got a fuck ton to prove. I also am going to be interested to see how, when Christian Kirk was in the game, Jalen Noel was like second on the depth chart. Like if Kirk needed to come out, Noel would come in. But then when Kirk got hurt, he was demoted to third team, and Braxton Berrios became the fucking starting slot and played 50% of snaps against the Seahawks. And then Jalen Noel comes in and gets 74 yards and actually helps the offense move. I can hope that they learn from this, but based on the things from the past, I have no faith that they will actually learn that. Thanks for Kirk, Cam Robinson, and Ronald Darby. Very helpful. That's funny, Brandon. So I'm going to put the score, same thing I said on the Texans pod, 28-20. I think there'll be a defensive touchdown by Houston at some point in the game. I think they got a game plan to stop Christian McCaffrey from exploding all over them like a Mentos Coke. So that's pretty much it. Gentlemen, thoughts?
Texas defense is still really good. I have a lot of faith in Shanahan. Mac Jones has looked really good still. I think just about any quarterback that's halfway capable can look good with Shanahan calling plays. Um, it's going to be a defensive battle, but I think the 49ers will pull it out just because I trust Shanahan calling plays more than your guy's offensive coordinator. I can't remember his name right now. I'm going to call it 49ers 23, Texans 16.
What was the first number?
23-16, 49ers.
23-16. 23-16. All right. Isaiah?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I trust the 49ers defense more than I trust the Houston Texans offense right now. I don't think the Ravens game really showed us anything besides playing the worst defense in the league with, But at the same time, this is kind of similar to the Ravens where like all their key players are out. I really don't think this is going to be a very high scoring game. I could be wrong, but honestly, I could see this being like a 17-14 or like a 17. I'll go 17-13 49ers.
All right. Jeff?
Yeah, I agree with Isaiah. This point where a lot of teams are banged up, probably the Niners more so than most, but like you said, I still trust, that coaching, and I trust that defense more than I trust the Texans offense. And I really like Kittle. I like what he does. I like what McCaffrey can do. I think it'll be really close though. Like I'm gonna say something like 24-23. I'll go 49ers. Like they squeak it out.
Heard. All right. Well, let's pivot to the division game then, gentlemen. Tennessee comes to Indianapolis, where Indianapolis is a 14.5-point favorite. The over-under is 47.5 points. Andrew, you want to go for it?
Yeah. I don't think this game is going to be close. You would like to see just like some more of what you saw in the first half last game from the Titans because the offense was moving the ball. Just keep seeing growth from Cam. The wins aren't going to come right now. Just we're not a good enough football team. Keep getting these young guys involved. Keep getting Alec and Chim and Cam and Gunner, like build their chemistry up because they're the future. I don't think it's close. I don't think the Titans even cover. I think I'm going to go 20-38 Colts.
20-38 Colts. All right, Hefe.
Yeah, there's nothing about this game that really bodes well for the Titans if you're looking for a win. I was watching, some of these news, well, not news, but sports outlets, and they're putting up like average points per drive, and one of the greatest teams ever was the 2007 Patriots, and right now the Colts are averaging more points per drive than they were. The Colts are doing a lot of really good things offensively. I do think that the Titans will put up yards. That's kind of what the Colts have let up all year. They've let up a lot of yards, but they've kind of bend but don't break. So I expect to see more of that. So I do think the Titans will have success moving the football. It's just whether or not they can finish, which I don't think. They've shown this season that they can't. I think we can all kind of agree. Like, do we all think the Jets are the worst team in the NFL? Just a general question.
Yeah, we're not far off of it, but
they're averaging over 18 points a game, and the Titans are at like 13.7.
Yeah, it's bad.
So it's bad. It's really bad, and the Colts are sitting at about 33.5 average a game. So I even think that 14.5 is low. Like, and that kind of sounds like a college, over. I would take like 20.5. I would still put the over, and I'm not even like, it's just looking at all this, how much the Colts put up, how much the Titans. It's just, I would definitely take the Colts and the over on this, and I would take the over under for the game. I'm going to say Colts. Like it might be 31-10 at halftime. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So I'm going to go like final like 45-17. If you want to bet, like if this is not going to be a very competitive game, I don't see.
Isaiah?
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a great game for the Titans to work on their chemistry and moving the ball. Because like Jeff said, I do think they are going to move the football because that is something the Colts have kind of let it just that bend but don't break, and then they really bear down in the red zone. But honestly, this will be a good one for like starting the drive. The Colts to be able to come out, or not Colts, sorry, the Titans to be able to come out hot. Cam Ward kind of get some early good throws, hit the easy stuff, hit some checkdowns. And then if they can convert a couple of red zone trips in this game, I mean, that's a win. And just continue, like Andrew said, I mean, you've got a great young cast of guys that are really putting up some good numbers. I mean, I don't think anybody would have expected at the beginning of the season that DK would be leading the league right now in 27-14. And, wait, I don't think anybody thought that Jamari DK would be currently leading the league in all-purpose yards. He's been playing really well. Florida product, go Gators. But it's one of those things that it could be a really great game. And like, there's no moral victories, but for the Titans and the way their season's going right now, absolutely take some moral victories and really string together some good drives. That way, when you go up against a weaker opponent who's not, scoring 50 points a game right now, you can really potentially take a couple more wins this season. Really put some good drives together. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just a good one for them to kind of just get some chemistry going. But yeah, I think it's going to be like 30, I'd say like 38-17. I do think they're going to score some points and they're going to kick at least one field goal. But I mean, I could see this being like a 5 or 6 field goal game for the Titans.
Yeah. Makes some sense. I'm going to go 13-10 Tennessee. Just chaos game. Like a game that shouldn't go this poorly for the Colts. Like, I have no faith in this outcome, but I just think this is the one game where the Colts actually like just slip up. It's their one fuck up game, and Cam Ward looks not great, but a rookie and making progress.
Going for the trap game, huh?
It can't really be a trap game with a division team because they play frequently. They know each other inside and out. Even though an interim situation with Mike McCoy, they still studied the Colts. They know what the Colts are good at. They know what the Colts are going to do. They've played them already. It's not a mystery. I don't necessarily think that that the Titans have the personnel available to them to actually make this happen. I'm just saying, if there was ever a game for the Colts to just shit the bed for no apparent reason, it would be this one. I don't even necessarily want that to happen. But I think that this is the one game that it happens. And it'll be, again, 13-10. So it's not like you got blown out. It just sucks that it was the Titans.
They might put up 20 in the first quarter.
Look, that is more likely than anything what happens. It is more than likely what you said at halftime, 31-10, and I'm fully on board with that. And I have accepted this as the gospel. But there is like a sliver of a sliver's chance that the Titans could somehow pull some magic out of the old first round pick and see what happens. No, Brandon, we can't get Quentin Nelson, Jeffrey Simmons fight. Jeffrey Simmons is not playing.
I wouldn't.
I think it means like an HBO like
go out there and fight
MMA.
somebody.
I don't know if he's talking about necessarily in the game. Like, can we just get a fight like a pay-per-view?
Jeffrey Simmons is the guy that would go out there and fight somebody.
He's real big on fishing. If you didn't know. Yeah, I know. It's a crazy pick.
As much as it pains me to say this, I think the Colts fuck around game is later in the season because A lot has changed this year for Indianapolis for whatever reason. I can't explain how they're doing what they're doing. I don't care. But for whatever, they can't win in Jacksonville. They haven't been able to do it. I feel like that's still going to be their fuck-up game, and I hate to say it, but neither here nor there. We're not talking about that game this week.
Yeah. How far out is that? That's got to be coming up, right? No, dude, that's in December. We got a whole month and then some. Yeah, you got both the Jags games in the final 5 games.
I'm firmly behind that the Colts are going to put more distance in this division. So hopefully the game that they fuck up won't matter so much.
Yeah.
I agree. Is this Jim Irsay that's like, because Daniel Jones isn't turning the ball over. I don't get it. That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, dude. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I love it. I don't care.
It was definitely a possibility if you gave Daniel Jones the weapons that the Colts have, and you give him an offensive line who's not going to, get him killed every snap. Just makes sense. And then, of course, injury-prone ass AR kind of made it easy on him, but it is what it is. All right, gentlemen, what else we got?
No.
That's only Jeff's at onlyjeffs.com. And it's basically what
amazing.
you
do. A lot of hairy feet stuff.
I pay for the VIP membership.
It's mostly just what you've seen.
I got one membership, and that's
it's basically what you see here tonight from Jeff, except for he's shirtless and dripping honey on his chest.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm ahead of the fan club.
A lot of feet stuff.
The big stack of head club.
A lot of feed stuff. The only subscribers are fucking Andrew and Rex Ryan. Oh God.
The white ass teeth.
Dude.
Anchor down, baby. Best team in Tennessee.
Let's pump the brakes there, Slick.
You know it's true.
You're barely the best team in Nashville.
Best team in Tennessee.
Probably not.
Can I ask you something, Isaiah?
Like the kid from the Little Rascals.
Does Trevor put like a crazy amount of velocity on the ball?
Trevor Lawrence, could he use some more touch in certain scenarios? Sure. But I've never seen him consistently throw a football so hard that I'm like, oh man, nobody could catch that football. I mean, shit, Dan Marino used to put fucking 95-mile-an-hour fastballs on you from 5 yards away, and dudes just knew how to catch the fucking football. I don't think Trevor's doing anything that no other NFL quarterback is doing. He's just, for some reason, ball in hand doesn't translate to a catch on this team. I don't know what it is.
And it's not like he's out there. You remember that old sketch? I don't know if it was SNL where it was Peyton Manning. He was the quarterback and he was just beating kids.
Oh, the kids? Yeah.
Now, he's not out there doing that to these guys.
Like, people are acting like he's out there throwing it. These guys are catching the ball and like dragging their feet like in the dirt for 5 yards to stop. Like, he's just throwing footballs as an NFL quarterback. Like,
just shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, like I don't understand. People are like, "Oh, he throws it too hard. He throws an uncatchable ball." He's a right-handed quarterback in the National Football League. But there's 2 other quarterbacks in the National Football League you have to worry about throwing different because they're lefties. There's nothing different. Like the people are like, "Oh, like Mac Jones last year." Yeah, Mac Jones can't throw a fucking dart. Mac Jones, he could throw a football, but he can't throw it on a fucking rope. Like, all of BTJ's catches for long last year were like he had to slow down and stop and catch the ball and then run. Like, there's nothing. I don't know. I think that whole argument is just stupid.
I mean, I was just wondering because I haven't really seen any like anything about like clocked ball speed or anything coming off?
I feel like that would be a story, or like they'd be like, "Oh, Trevor Lawrence throws the ball 67.5 miles an hour." Blah, blah. Like, you don't see that. Like, nobody's saying that. I think you guys have watched enough Jacksonville football with doing this and like just being division players. That like, have you ever watched the game and go, "Damn, I wish if he'd have thrown that a little bit softer, his guy might have caught it." I don't think anybody's ever watched a football game and said that. Outside of like, on the 2-yard line. But no.
And the whole thing with Jacksonville, like the epitome of what's happened this season, is like that one game where, his coach Liam Cohen's on the sideline, like hit him in the chest, whatever. And the next fucking play, Trevor Lawrence, a dime right between the numbers, and he just.
Yep. Well, that's what
like
they were talking about it in the last week's game, and then but like they have like 4 or 5 clips where he threw the ball too high. But then there's like 6 clips where he hits the dude in the fucking hands or in the numbers in his chest, and the ball just goes to the ground. Like, people are like, "Oh, he doesn't do enough to win us games." Well, he hit a dude in the number 7 on 3rd and 15, 18 yards down the field, and he dropped it. Like, what more do you fucking want him to do?
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, Trevor Lawrence can't throw very far. He can't throw hard enough when he throws one short downfield." But then whenever it's close, he somehow throws too hard. Like, I don't understand it. But I have a brain when I watch football, so that kind of is my issue, I guess. Being a Jaguars fan is having brain activity while watching the sport.
Andrew, you're basically midway through Cam Ward's rookie season. Are you feeling like there's been development, like noticeable development from week 1 to now, even despite the coaching change?
So it didn't seem that way as Brian Callahan's tenure went on. You saw some, but I feel like last week was a step forward for sure. He had his best statistical game last week. He's got to get the fumbles under control. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I think last week was definitely a step forward with new play calling and stuff like that. I think they're starting to work towards his strengths. He's got to get the ball out quicker, stop big play hunting all the time. That's just his nature. I'm not I don't hate him for it, but there's a time and a place for those kind of things. I'm still fully in on him. I think he has all the tools to be a great quarterback. Nothing. All the reps this year can only help him. So we'll see as the season goes on a little bit more with the new coaching.
Heard. Yeah. I'm basically to the point now where if this offensive line for the Texans doesn't just become mediocre, we should probably just scrap almost everybody on the front.
Keep Ursary and get rid of everybody else.
I mean,
you mean the front office?
Well, the front office, I mean, like Casario's at this point has just continued to fail at drafting offensive linemen, signing offensive linemen.
Isn't it crazy how, like, I feel like so many GMs out there can hit on these late round guys and great on skill players and like getting these like, 5th round quarterbacks and making them at least serviceable or even starters. But then when it comes to offensive linemen, there's like 2 or 3 teams that can actually draft them.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily just drafting. There's a regular I used to have at one of the pubs who was talking about like you can have the best prospect in the world whose football IQ is through the roof, but you bring him in, you put him in a system that he doesn't do very well. It's new to him. There's going to be a learning curve, and then he never adapts. Is his failure because of him, or is it because he was put in a situation to fail? You know what I mean? It's kind of like the way everybody kind of Baker Mayfield wasn't successful in Cleveland, in Cleveland's eyes. And then he goes and finds a team that actually wants to invest in him. And next thing you know, they're, one of the best teams in the NFC. For now, injuries may have something to say about that, but
yeah, they've been getting the injury bug bad.
Dude, it's wild this year.
Because Evans went out and then he came back and now he's out again and he's not going to play the rest of the season.
Yep. There goes his streak. Titans still on Ruben Bain train.
I hope so. We need that.
People said our division is like 75% defensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, not just draft and develop. Yeah, but ultimately, Casario's on the hot seat. I think, if there's not some sort of turnaround, you're getting rid of your offensive line coach. Kaylee's gone, and you're yet again putting CJ Stroud in a brand new system, and he's going to have another year of, is this going to work? And I think that the Texans very well in a couple of years may be looking back and saying, shit, we kind of fucked that one up, didn't we? There's a better than good chance, in my opinion, that CJ Stroud is going to go the way of David Carr with his career. And it might be a thing where, he gets a Sam Darnold second chance and blossoms somewhere else. But I can't imagine they're going to pay him at this point. And being that this is his third year, at some point in the near future, you're looking at the extension.
And you think they're going to pick up his 5th-year option next year?
You'll pick up his 5th year for sure, I think.
Probably, yeah. I could see it. But I think it's a good spot to go and wrap it up, gentlemen. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come on and talk AFC South ball. Make sure you go ahead to Titans Table for Two. Support Andrew and Christian over there, doing all the things Titans related. Go on to Unstabled. Support Jeff and Justin. Do the same thing at Tag Team Talk. Do the same thing for Justin at Kingmaker Sports. Make sure you're going over to Third and Teal. Subscribe if you're a Jags fan. That way you can support Isaiah, Eric, and Trevor. And what he said. And then if you're a Texans fan, go on over to That Real Texas Team podcast, and you'll see me and Mike and Chris holding it down talking about the Bulls. So, without any further ado, hit the buttons here. Be good people. Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck 'em.
It was never the Titans.
Fuck the Commodores.